ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of your show. That's right, it's the Kickout Crew. And we are the Kickout Crew, and you are too, because it's your show. That being said, I want to thank everybody for the feedback from last week's episode. Mr. Thomas was hilarious, outstanding, and boy, there really was nothing he wasn't afraid to say, that's for sure. And I want to wish the Boomaye Fight Club all the best moving forward. They don't need it because, you know, it's for the people. They're going to win anyway. But hope you listened, hope you watched, hope you enjoyed, and, tell us your favorite part of that episode. Give us a 5-star review if you enjoyed it. And like and subscribe and follow us on all of your social media platforms. But that being said, I've rambled way too much. It's time to kick it on over to Brad. So, Brad, what you got for us this week?
So I didn't know if I was going to bring this up or not, but I already mentioned it to you guys, and let's just face it, Brad Stanton is fallible. Brad Stanton runs the Twitter account. So this week, I typing up one of my little things on Twitter just to try to get some attention for an episode. And I write something to the effect of, listen to Alex Kane's unbelievable story of Gene Snitsky. Tune in. Something bullshit like that. I don't think anything about it. I do 99 out of 100 of these and no one says a word. Well, anyway, I wake up first thing in the morning yesterday and got a message from Mr. Gene Snitsky. So he says, hey, man, just wanted to know where the timestamp was where Alex Kane talked about me in the episode. And he writes in all caps, by the way, it wasn't my fault. So I'm like, yeah, man, God, cool. Gene Snitsky, listen to the show. That's fantastic. Medusa, now Gene Snitsky. So I'm going through the episode. I wasn't talking about Gene Snitsky. I was talking about Duke the Dumpster Drosy. Oh, that's a big mistake. So yeah, 29 minutes in, Mr. Snitsky. We did not talk about you. So I'm just sitting there and I'm texting the other guys here. I'm like, guys, I made a big mistake. And he's not in the show at all. Now he wants to listen to it. So Adam finally says, may just be honest with him. So I do. I put, I'm sorry, sir. Looks like I messed up and got a little bit confused. And I'm like, I'm glad he doesn't live around the corner like Mr. Thomas does. So this guy, 6'8", 300 pounds. I'm thinking he's a scary dude. I've been looking at all his images from the old days. He writes back about 6 hours later. He goes, dude, it's all good, all good. Remember this. It's not your fault. So anyway, shout out to Gene Snitsky, really cool guy for just first off listening. Thanks for listening, and thanks for just forgiving me there for that moment. The second announcement I'm going to make is I know you've been waiting for it. We said the ABCs of the 80s. Allison and Brad critique the 80s. We are going to be recording our first show. We're not going to do a million of these. We're doing a couple. We're going to be recording our first show on June 11th. So that'll be 3 days from when you hear this. So get your question in because the 80s movie we're going to be covering is Howard the Duck. Oh, that sounds like a blast. So
isn't that the beginning of the Marvel Universe?
You know what? You are absolutely correct, my friend. I just rewatched it. I'm going to have to watch it again because now I got a lot of notes to take on whatever this movie is. And she's real excited about it. So that's coming up. So that's what Brad's got this week. Not really ranting, more having a good time. Back to you, James.
Hell yeah, man. Can't wait for you to cover a movie where a duck makes out with a woman. Can't wait.
Man, I already saw that part, but we'll save that for the show. We'll save that for the show.
Oh, yeah. Columbus saw land before, that was way out there.
Shout out Leah Thompson.
Shout out. Yeah. One of my favorites back in that day.
Not bad.
Yep. Well, thanks, Brad. Good shit as always. No ranting, but hey, that's still Stanton. And I'm gonna send it on over to Devin now. So, Devin, what you got for the people these days?
All right. Honestly, I want to start off by that's a really cool interaction, Brad, that you had with Snitsky. He's a cool guy. We got to listen to him on an exclusive podcast that we were all on before, so that's cool. But all right. One of our matches today, I'm not gonna say it yet, involves a superhero. So my topic that I was thinking is, what is everyone's favorite superhero? Everyone's got to have one. So I want your favorite superhero and why it's your favorite. So who wants to start us off?
I'll start us off right there.
About to say, we talked about this with Brad.
I have Superman on my chest. It's just something that the guy with the glasses that looks exactly like the superhero, and he pretty much nobody can beat Superman. Superman is the strongest of any of the Marvel or DC universe, and also a regular nerd like me. Journalist degree. Started that way, didn't end that way. So always been a big fan of Superman. My wife, I'm just happy here, always called me her Superman. So there you go, that too. And if you're looking at this glass, this is not on purpose, okay? I mean, I did not know Devin was going to do this. And it disappears and it's back. Superman glass. I'm a big Superman fan.
I knew you guys like comic books. I knew y'all were comic book guys.
Oh yeah. For me, I'm going to say, I think it's Iron Man. I mean, it's like the Tony Stark thing. It's brilliant. I mean, he's kind of like Batman. He has all the money and everything else, but he has the brains too. So, he's just some rich guy. He don't need to do shit. He can sit down at his house and sleep with playgirls all day long and not have nothing to worry about. But what does he do? He's out here saving us all the time from aliens. So, and he sacrificed his life against Thanos.
Spoiler.
Just saying. If nobody's seen that movie by now, then
Yeah, right.
they deserve to be spoiled. But yeah, I'm gonna say Iron Man. Plus, that suit's badass, especially like when he gets that thing where he just do and covers him up. It's badass.
That's cool.
Okay, I have 4 superheroes.
Said your
And
favorite.
their name is Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael.
Good one.
Teenage
Good
Mutant
pick.
Ninja Turtles.
Nice. Yes.
They were born. They were started in 1984, the year I was born. So they'll always be one of my favorites ever. If we're going more movie theme, maybe Batman. And
According to Mike, Batman's a dumbass though.
well, I want to go back to Brad. Which version of Superman do you like better? Like who played Superman the best?
So, I mean, he's long gone now. Christopher Reeves was my Superman. It was my time period. It's a shame what happened to him. But, if you look at it in a different way, he inspired a lot of kids after that, and a lot of people, and became Superman in a different way.
Look at that. Good.
Cool.
But yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're always going to be my number one.
Good choice.
Hell yeah. Everyone loves the Ninja Turtles.
Right?
James, who's
Wow.
yours?
Oh, it's morphin' time, baby. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh
dun.
yes.
Oh yeah, I was a big time Power Rangers fan as a kid. A little
But
bit
are they
Ninja Turtles, a
superheroes?
little bit Batman, but Power Rangers is my shit.
By
I
the
like
way,
Power Rangers.
Especially Kimberly.
shout out Lois Lane. She's hot. All of them.
Shout out April O'Neil. What are you talking about?
Shout out.
True.
Shout out Frank. I said that 11 times last week.
Frank's in the car right now. He's not very happy with what. So to catch everybody up, I'm in New Orleans right now. I'm about to ride with Frank towards Seattle, and we're supposed to have been gone like at 10 this morning, and the movers are just now here getting their stuff together so we can leave.
I'll be 7
10 this
shaking
morning.
fist.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're supposed to be here this morning, and they're literally just now loading the truck.
Like Brad's Morgantown story.
Yeah.
Way worse.
Oh,
Way worse.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for him, man, because it's been. They put him through the ringer with this deal, and he's pretty aggravated, and I don't blame him.
I mean, did you have anything to do with this?
No, I'm just riding along.
Fair question.
I mean, because you're so timely on everything. I figured maybe these movers were friends of yours.
No, but the funny thing is, their home office is out of Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, typical.
So it's funny you
Movers
say
underscore
that.
from underscore Bama.
That's funny you say that. That's great.
Devin, you're it, right?
Oh yeah. Back to my superhero. My favorite is Spider-Man. My first superhero movie that I saw was Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. And that was my favorite Spider-Man. I also had the VHS tape that had like 12 episodes of the Amazing Spider-Man.
You had
So
a
I love that
VHS
cartoon
tape?
as well. Yeah. James, we've been over this. But yeah, Spider-Man is my favorite, but I thought that was a cool topic. But back to you, James.
Definitely.
It was a good topic. I liked it. And you know what? We're gonna keep that going because, well, sounds like we're getting a little glitz and glammy now. So I guess, Mike, what is today's agenda?
Today's agenda is we're going Hollywood. What does that mean? We are covering matches that were in movies. So what movies they are, you'll find out soon. What matches they are, you'll find out soon. But today, we're going to profile and style in Hollywood.
Yeah, we're going Hollywood, brother. Wow. Yeah, let me tell you something, brothers. This is James Sleazy E, and I just want to, oh, wait, not that Hollywood?
Oh,
Not that Hollywood. Another Hollywood.
Sorry, brothers. Go ahead.
That's great. So we are covering some matches in a movie is what we're doing today.
Yeah. Like Hollywood movies. Gotcha. Sorry. A little confused on that one. Well, what better way to start it out than I guess our first match, huh, guys? Are you rip roaring and ready to go?
Yeah. Are you going to introduce it, James?
I would love to. It is Rocky Balboa versus Thunder Lips. Rocky 3. It was for it was a City Youth League benefit Battle of the Champions. It was filmed at the LA Convention Center, but it took place in Philly somewhere. And yep.
Who was the announcers?
I'm glad
hold up.
you asked, Mike.
We have a bill.
Commentary was done by Dennis James and Jim Healy, and they had a guest ring announcer of Leroy Neiman.
What are we going out of order for? That is a question. That's a good question in the
Somebody
breakdown.
else was supposed to talk.
Freaking Mike messing everybody up. All right, so how did we get there, Brad? Okay.
Hey, Brad, how did we get there?
So 3 years prior to this, Rocky Balboa with a huge upset over Apollo Creed. He certainly back then had the eye of the tiger.
Wasn't it a draw?
No.
What?
What the fuck are you talking about? He beat him for the championship.
In the second one?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, sorry.
The first one, by the way, he lost. There was no draw there either. Oh, what? Oh, man. We you know what? We got to start
That
over.
Philly stuff, man, got me all confused.
3 years prior, Rocky Balboa in knockout fashion, beating Apollo Creed and becoming the heavyweight champion of the world, a lifelong dream of his. Since then, he has had 10 title defenses. In the meantime, he has become the poor man from Philadelphia, a little bit richer, little bit richer, little bit richer. Now he's very rich and becoming tame. He has lost the eye of the tiger. And now he is in a match with Hulk Hogan, but it's not Hulk Hogan. It is Thunder Lips, the ultimate male, for charity, because that is what Rocky has become now. Rocky is about charity. Rocky is about giving back. Rocky's about commercials. Rocky is now a civilian. So that brings us to this youth organization that they're raising money for, Thunder Lips, the ultimate male versus Rocky Balboa. Oh, wait, I guess I got to keep talking, huh?
The Italian Stallion.
The Italian Stallion. So this is the 12th annual Youth Club fundraiser. Again, Rocky and Mickey in the ring, waiting. They're already in there. There's no entrance for them. He's in there with his gloves on, ready to go. Mickey trying to talk to him about all this. Why are they, then all of a sudden, Thunder Lips is introduced. Why are they carrying him, Paulie says.
He's walking.
Thunder
You missed
Lips
a good one before that, too, about I've seen wrestlers as big as dinosaurs. You ever fight a dinosaur? They can cause a variety of damage.
Thunder Lips on his way to the ring. This is 1982. None of you were born yet. So this is my question. How much of wrestling have you seen before this? What I mean is, you all saw Hulk Hogan as Hulk Hogan before Thunder Lips. I, on the other hand, was born in 1976. I saw Thunder Lips before he was Hulk Hogan. So when he was coming out to booze, how much of wrestling? So what I'm trying to say is, what did you think when you first saw this? Let's start with you, Devin, that is someone is born after Hogan's prime, after Hogan has done it all. What did you think when you
After
saw
the heel
this?
turn.
I just recently found out that Hulk Hogan wasn't in the WWF at the time. I recently found that out. So that is kind of groundbreaking news to me.
Adam loses shit.
Honestly, yeah. I was just blown away. I was like, really? Like, how did he get a start in Hollywood before he was even the man in wrestling? Normally it's the opposite way. You see like the Stone Cold going and getting his own TV show after he retired. The Rock TV shows after he was world champion. Like, it's just unique. The opposite.
Mean Mark was in a movie after he was, in WCW.
So James, Mike, Adam, all three of you were born around the same time. You're all about 1986-ish, right? Somewhere in there.
Keeping the job alive since '85.
Okay. So you were already, you weren't born yet. So you had already been Hogan fans by now because, obviously you didn't see Rocky 3 the day you came out of, the day you were born. So what did you think when you saw this the first time?
Why are they booing him?
I'm kind of like Devin. I thought he was a wrestler before this. Like, I thought that's why
he was. He just wasn't WWE.
Right.
He's in the AWA.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. I thought he was like a WWE guy then, and that's why he got this movie role. So, I mean, I thought it was interesting. Run him out there.
Adam, what about you? Do you remember?
It reminds me of the Terry Boulder days before he became Hulk Hogan, back in his AWA, before he was offered to get his leg broken by the Sheik.
And he did have hair.
But it was going. It was going on his way.
Started to, but he had some.
So, like I said,
seeing Hogan in white, though, that was the biggest thing. And seeing him in white tights, that was just different to me.
And red. So coming out to booze, talking shit. Then he said, Thunder Lips all decked out in red. He gets on the mic. So all my love slaves out there, Thunder Lips is here in the flesh, baby. The ultimate male versus the ultimate meatball. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
All right, James. Who are the announcers again?
Well, I'm
Mike?
glad you asked. It is Dennis James and Jim Healy, and the guest ring announcer with sweet ass facial hair was Leroy Neiman.
You think that's what Vince McMahon is going after right now? You starting to go to that
sweet
mustache?
Ass facial hair.
Can you imagine? Next time we see a picture of him, he has that mustache.
So the ring announcer introduces him as Thunder Lips as 7 feet, nearly 7 feet, 390 pounds. Nope and nope, by the way. He is not as tall. He is not that tall. He's like 6'8", 6'9", right?
Hey, that's nearly.
There was a documentary about a different part of Hogan's height that was kind of fabricated too. So it is kind of
Hogan,
funny
not Terry Bollea, for sure.
That's true. An inch behind.
Oh, yeah. So fun fact, I just heard this recently that in Rocky IV that was played, the Russian was played by Dolph Lundgren. Nikita Koloff tried out for that as well and was too tall. So we all forget that Sylvester Stallone is only about 5'6", and he's playing a heavyweight champion of the world. Now you're not going to know that because if everybody around you is small and you're on screen, you're not going to know. Everybody looks as big as they're surrounded by. So Hulk Hogan being 7 feet when he's really 6'8", maybe, you know what I mean? It's all relative when you're watching it on TV. I just find that interesting. So Rocky has the gloves on, which always throws me in this because, you have a wrestler with no gloves on. You have Rocky with the boxing gloves on. Rocky says, they get into the middle of the ring. Rocky wants a picture. Polaroid, Thunder Lips pushes him, says, "You're in trouble, pal." Now, Thunder Lips is on the attack. Rocky jabbing him in the stomach and trying to give him instruction. Thunder Lips pounds Rocky twice. And then there's a part right here where I had to put on the closed caption. "You think it's all fake, meatball. It's all fake." Adam, is Thunder Lips protecting the business here, even in this movie?
Oh, 100%, man, because that's the way he was trained, especially back then in '82, because kayfabe was big back then. But I do have a question, though. How big of a cut down is saying meatball? I mean, is that really a diss, the meatball?
Not for the Italian stallion.
Is that why he kept calling him meatball? Because it was Italian related?
Well, they never really explained it, did they? What the fuck is going on, Coach?
Yeah, that's
It was a
Perfect
gate
timing on
opening.
that
My
one.
fault. It's my fault.
That's all right. Thunderlips throws Rocky around the ring. Mike, how's Rocky selling here?
Oh, he's sounding perfect. Yeah, he's acting like it's hurting him.
The cover, he covers him, but he picks Rocky's head up at 2. Backbreaker by Thunderlips, and then the leg drop. Big slow motion leg drop. And then a big suplex by Thunderlips. Here we go, baby. Lights out, meatball. And
Fucking Adrian's losing it too.
and then the
And then the
elbow
kid,
drop.
the son, before the leg drop. Are they having? Is Daddy having fun, Mommy? She's like, yes. And then the leg drop happens.
James, how do you think this all looks, man? How do you think this looks? Does it look like he's hurting him?
I mean, it's Hollywood, baby. That's magic. But yeah, I guess it. I mean, they make it appear to where like Rocky's there for the charity, tame as some would say, and then Thunderlips like, "Fuck you, dude. I'm a heel." So he just like beats the shit out of him.
Thunderlips throws Rocky into the crowd. Mickey is almost having a heart attack here, foreshadowing for later in the movie. And we lost Adam.
Spoiler.
Huh? Is that foreshadowing?
Yeah, that's a spoiler.
Thunderlips throws the ref, beating up security and some of the fans. Paulie cuts off Rocky's gloves. Devin,
Put the gloves off.
Devin, this is Hulk Hogan's first acting job. Are you picking up what I'm putting down here? How'd he do?
Honestly, I didn't think he did too bad. He was just the big heel. He was just tossing around Rocky, just giving him the business. I think he did well, just being the big bad guy.
Rocky calls Thunderlips back in the ring. He comes back in. Big body shots by Rocky that are just, I guess that's real.
The gloves are off. The gloves are off, Brad.
Thunderlips choking Rocky. Paulie, his brother-in-law, hits Thunderlips with the chair. And then he says, "I don't sweat you." Then Rocky grabs on. I don't know what I said here, but Adam, what do you think Vince thinks of all this? Vince McMahon, is this where he got a hold of Hulk Hogan?
No, I think maybe they were in talks, but I'm curious what Greg Gagne thought about it.
Now, what I understand is Vince McMahon Sr. was not a big fan of Hollywood, from what we hear from the shows we listen to, and Junior was. So I don't know. I guess we'll never really know. So Rocky,
that's the thing with the sports entertainment thing. I don't think Senior was into the whole sports entertainment thing like Junior was.
Well, it's a different time, right? Obviously, he didn't want Andy Kaufman.
True.
Yeah. I bet Vince McMahon the second used the Floyd Mayweather spot versus the Big Show with the cut the gloves off, because in that match at WrestleMania, Floyd Mayweather's gloves got cut off.
Look at Devin.
I bet Vince kind of stole that spot.
Hey, by the way, Devin, how much does Thunderlips eat?
Oh, he eats. How much does about
202 pounds. 202 pounds.
And should Rocky been disqualified when Paulie hit Thunderlips with the chair?
100%. That's a disqualification in a wrestling match.
What about Thunderlips throwing around the referee?
Well,
yeah. The ref was knocked out.
Where's Baby Hebner on this?
Yeah, I think we need a ref and review for sure. So then, like I said, the stranglehold by Rocky, and Mickey says, "Hang on there, kid. Hang on there." Mickey's all in on this. And then the body shots into the body slam, out of the ring, and the match ends in a draw, folks. We have a draw. And then Thunderlips grabs him by the back, Rocky, and says, good match. Hey, why'd you get all crazy on me out there? That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
Well, while you're still calm, can we still get that Polaroid?
Can I get that Polaroid?
With his Fu Manchu. Sure.
I don't work.
And you know what they say? Sometimes charity really hurts. And they raised $75,000 for the Children's Youth Organization. As you can see, I've seen this movie. And that is all I got. I hope you had fun watching it, because I love Rocky 3, even though it's a little silly. It's a good time.
You know what's funny is they keep showing Clubber Lang in attendance, Mr. T.
Oh shit.
Wouldn't it be crazy if Mr. T and Hogan like joined forces sometime? I mean,
by the way, James, what about Clubber Lang's attire?
Yeah. You know, hey, just chilling in the crowd. You know, no one batting an eye.
With his perfect 80s tuxedo on.
Just nothing to see. Just a humongous
He's so
ass black dude like in the crowd.
He is
I
so
wonder if he had his mom over there with him in the crowd.
Anyway, that was funny too. I forgot to mention that because he is definitely there pissed off that he's not getting a chance. It's just an exhibition, dude. Relax. Anyway, back to you.
Right. Good shit. I like it. You know what else I like? Mike's topic this week. So
All
Mike,
by itself.
what you got?
Well, I thought I was later on. Okay.
It's
No,
Mike's
well,
topic.
since we are doing movies, I was going to ask you guys, what's some of y'all's favorite movies? Like if you're watching TV, flipping through the channel, something comes on, you're going to sit there and watch it. But I don't want like a big name movie. Maybe something that's underrated that nobody's really seen or heard of or something like that.
The greatest movie of all time, Varsity Blues.
Varsity Blues. Yeah, but everybody's seen that.
Now, what about? I don't know if this is not a nothing movie, but it's not like. How about Cinderella Man? I love Cinderella Man.
Okay, that's a good one.
I like
Office
the
Space.
Italian Job with Clive Owen. That was a good one.
My favorite football movie is The Replacements.
Yeah, that's a
So I'm
good
gonna
one.
say that.
Shane Falco, baby.
Shane Falco.
Yeah.
Inside.
We should cover that. We should cover that football game one day.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I think
why
mine would be Lone Star State of Mind. It has like DJ Quell, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah.
That's it. That's
Old
a
broke
funny
dick.
Yeah,
I like him and the new guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that broke dick?
Yeah, that's pretty funny. It's
Office
stupid.
Space is hilarious, man. Office Space, great movie.
So what's a movie that you like that nobody would think you would like? Like I'm a big fan of the movie Steel Magnolias.
I like
I don't
Grandma's
even know
Boy.
what that is.
Grandma, yeah, Brad, that's a good one. Grandma's Boy is epic. I love
That
that
is
movie.
good, yeah.
I like Mean Girls.
I like Mean Girls too. I don't care. That's a freaking good movie.
Easy A.
That's a good movie too.
I will watch that movie all day, every day.
How
I don't
about
think of
Earth
it.
Girl? How about Earth Girls Are Easy, huh?
No.
Oh wait.
Yeah. What was that other one? Weird Science or something like
Weird
that.
Science
That
is
was good,
classic.
yeah.
Biodome. That was a good one.
Biodome's awesome. I
Biodome's
don't care what anybody
great.
says. I
That
just
is a
get pissed
great
off.
movie.
he
Anything
didn't hook up
Pauly
with those
Shore is
doctors.
amazing. I love Pauly Shore.
I wish he would have hooked up with those chicks. He had
Yeah, me-
friggin' all year, couldn't do it. And then he finally gets a chance. He's like, nah.
I just remembered one. I'll give you one. Since y'all mentioned chick flicks, I'll mention one too. 10 Things I Hate About You. I've seen that movie probably a million fucking times.
Yes, Matthew McConaughey. Yeah.
Our buddy Chernoff said it a few weeks ago about She's All That.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a chick flick that I like.
What about She's the Man?
She's the Man's good.
Good.
Amanda Bynes.
Oh boy. Anyway,
Ever seen 3 O'clock High? Like,
Are you talking about a movie or like in life?
yeah.
yeah.
I thought it was 420 high.
A movie. It's
It's
when
420 all
he's
the
got
time.
beat up his bully at 3 o'clock. No. Apparently I'm the only one. Sorensen.
Whose
maybe
dog's
you've seen
that?
it.
It's not mine.
Not me.
It's Adams in the Dirty Dirty. It's somebody's in New Orleans.
I cannot believe they haven't left yet. They were supposed to leave at 10 a.m.
I would be
Well,
smoking pissed.
I might not
Like,
move. I might not move because of that. I
Oh,
might say, you know what? Fuck
if
it. I'm
y'all-
staying here.
If y'all had any idea what he's had to go through with these people, man, it's not my business. I don't want to put it out there, but he's just had a really, really rough time. And the quote that they gave him and what they actually said is just astronomically different. And I don't blame him for being upset.
Yeah, let's not put him on right now.
No, he's upstairs dealing with these guys. I'm down here kind of looking after the truck. Making sure
You're
nobody
down
needs to
here
get out.
on time for our show on a day you weren't coming.
Well,
That's
so,
how much you're avoiding him right now.
walk around a fucking apartment complex or housing district or something, doing something crazy.
Yeah, it's an apartment complex. Hang on, let me see.
Shout out
Right
New
here beside
Orleans.
the main highway. But I'm down here watching the truck, making sure whoever, because he's got like 4 or
Great
5 cars
audio.
boxed, and I'm just watching it.
Have you seen Drew Brees at all?
Not yet. I figured I'd holler at him before we left, though.
Have you seen Derek Carr limping around there? Ah. Yeah. Boy,
Limping
we're
around there.
firing on this one. So is
No,
that
I think
Hollywood
we're down the road by now. Really, we should be like halfway to Oklahoma City or no Dallas. He's wanting to go to Dallas because he's wanting to see where Kennedy was assassinated.
That's a good time.
In there.
fuck yeah. So is that what you got, Mike?
That's it.
All right. Oh, well, I guess it's time to change our ways, moving along in this episode. I guess it's my turn to chat. I replied this to Brad. I was wearing my glasses all week because my contacts were bothering me. So it's like a change of our ways. But, I had to put the contacts back in because I could see a good episode on the horizon, So let's say, just like we've had a lot of guests lately. And I think it's time that we be ourselves. Not saying we were fake with the guests, not saying that at all. But hey, the ways are changing and things are evolving. So, we get to be funny again and not as professional because, we are a professional podcast. So
Take our gloves off, right? We take our gloves off.
we cut the gloves off.
That's
There
right.
you go.
But yeah, I, don't really have much to say. We ain't going to change. So that's the spirit. Changing our ways.
I like it.
Right. Probably the shortest topic I've ever had, except for, last week's 3-time topic.
One of my favorite moments in Kick Out Crew history was when you said that. I couldn't wait to hear it today.
I had to watch it like 3 times. Like,
That was-
and that is the spirit of change.
That is comedic timing like no other.
Hey,
That's what I live. That's what I live for here.
I don't bring a lot, but I'll bring something,
Best part is the only one that got it was us, but it was tremendous.
Right.
Hey, as long as we can make each other laugh.
Well, you know what else is tremendous, Brad?
What?
Oh, it's our second match. Some would say it's amazing. Aha. Get it? And Devin, this is Devin's little thing a couple minutes ago relates to this topic. Are we ready for the second match, guys? All right. Well, what Hollywood match is that? Let's keep the tape machines rolling on this one. It is Bonesaw McGraw versus the Human Spider. It is from the New York Wrestling League. And that's pretty much all I got. So, Devin, how did we get there?
So, this, like James said, is the movie Spider-Man. Early in the movie, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, gets bit by a spider and develops all of his powers and becomes Spider-Man. So during this, he's kind of found out that he has some secret powers that he's developing. So he wants to put those powers to the test and sees a flyer on a post. Says, hey, that's a good idea.
What did the
flyer read?
It wasn't a post. It was on.
In a ring for $3,000.
It wasn't a post. This was before then. It was in a newspaper. It was an ad.
What the living hell?
He said a post. A post is
Oh.
on Facebook. This is before Facebook.
No, it would be like a light pole thing.
Worcestershire
Yeah, it was
sauce.
on like a light post, stapled there, flyer. All right, but so he puts his powers to the test, and the Human Spider says, "I'm gonna go down to the arena and test my skills against Bonesaw McGraw, aka Macho Man Randy Savage."
All right, Adam, I have to ask you because if anybody would know, it's you. Is there anything like this exist?
Hey man, are you having?
Like a 3 minutes, $3,000? Have you ever seen anything like this in the backwoods of Alabama?
Oh God, no. I mean, usually if it's in Alabama, it's going to be for a Coke and a handshake.
Well, they're not getting 3,000. That's what I mean. Like, Have you ever seen anything this
No.
gimmicky?
Not unless it's with a grizzly bear or something like that, which they don't have too many grizzly bears in Alabama.
I bet in Alabama there's been some backwoods $3,000 for 3 minutes type of shit go on. And
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
it's
talking
probably-
wrestling, if you know
It's
what I'm
probably
saying.
redneck engineered or something like that, but it definitely wouldn't be with the Spider-Man.
Hey-oh.
Mike, what do you think the human spider or Spider-Man should have stuck with this original costume?
Oh yeah, that was awesome. I mean, come on now. You bet you can move on real good at that.
James,
Stay
what did you think
humble,
about
stay
these?
grounded.
What did you think about these shit talking ladies? Were you getting as turned on as I was?
God.
Uh,
Who'd you ask that to?
Yeah, you.
You.
Oh, me. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I've been called worse by better. I'll just put it that way. Getting
Kevin,
as
yeah,
turned
you-
on as
Touched on this a little earlier. How young were you when you first saw this movie?
I was literally like 6 years old. It came out in like 2001, 2002, and I was born in 97, so I was like 5. I saw
So-
as soon as it came out in theaters.
So, Adam, why did they bring down the cage for this particular match out of all of them?
Because he done beaten 4 or 5 people that day, and since he was the amazing Spider-Man, I guess he thought we needed higher stakes.
It was 3-minute thing, so the dude wouldn't just run off. You had to just stay
Exactly.
like locked in for 3 minutes. And are we
3
not going to
minutes
talk
of
about how the cage,
playtime.
like how the cage swung down? That was dope as fuck.
that was pretty cool. I wish.
Yeah, it
Why don't
was.
we do that now?
Does anybody recognize the ring announcer?
Yeah, but he didn't have a chainsaw.
Yes, Bruce Campbell
Glad you
Baby
asked, Brad.
Ash
It's
from the
Bruce
Evil-
Campbell.
from the
What's
Evil
your-
Dead franchise.
What's your name, kid?
All right, now let's see how good you guys are. Will you remember what part he played in the third Spider-Man? All right,
No.
so he was the maitre d' at the restaurant
That's
when
right.
Peter Parker was trying to propose, and he kept bringing it over, coming back, bringing it over. Anyway, he doesn't do much in these movies, but he makes me laugh for
Oh, yeah, it's
sure.
Bruce Campbell, man, he's the best.
You're
What
going
about Psychosis?
nowhere. I just wanted to add that line in there from Bonesaw.
Yeah.
And then we had the psychosis looking dude. He was like, "Oh, my leg, my leg."
True.
So, what do we think of this outfit, Devin, on Bonesaw? Where'd he get it?
That looked like it's straight out of like the WCW 98 special. And Macho Man was rocking the NWO. Just took off the NWO patch and threw on a bone saw.
I love it. I love it. Bonesaw coming after Spider-Man. Runs
Wait a
through the
minute,
cage.
wait a minute.
What's
Why-
up? What I missed?
Is it funny that you mentioned that outfit? Because I don't know if you've actually gotten to this part of the match yet.
Ah, boy, I probably will miss it now.
Uh,
Because I'm good at that. You know that. Bonesaw comes after Spider-Man, runs into the cage because Spider-Man jumps to the top. That's a cute outfit. Did your husband buy it for you?
Happy
you got,
Pride
James?
Month, everybody. Happy Pride Month.
I mean, I wrote right next to him. I go, boy, this is a different time where that joke's allowed to be made, right?
Happy Pride Month, everyone. Sorry,
Let's-
that was the spot.
So then he flips with the webs, Spider-Man, Bonesaw hitting Spider-Man with a chair.
So nobody's
look
gonna
at
react
Moonshot
about
in
a
the head.
dude shooting webs up and swinging. Like nobody's just.
No one can. It's
That is
allowed.
like,
apparently.
But
Well,
then when
once
you
you
see
put a
this dude
cage-
flying around the city, you're like, "I'll be damned!" What?
We
if
believe
you
the
would've
guy
watched
came back from the
NW
dead.
or NYWL, you would have saw that.
I guess they're like, well, the cage is down, anything goes. I guess he's allowed to be a spider.
Or did they think that wrestling was fake? So they're just like, "Oh, that's a dude." Like, yeah.
Great effects.
Wrestling
Great
fans will believe everything.
And that was a mean chair shot to the head too.
It was
True.
a good chair shot. Whipping around, he's whipping him around the ring. Spider-Man landing kicks from the ground, catapults him across the ring, and then he knocks him out for the win. I mean, there's no pinning. Okay, he
Wasn't
knocks
even
him
a
out.
count
for-
out.
He didn't count. He counted to 3.
What is that? Is this what is that? That is not. That's the worst part of this
I
whole
mean-
thing.
This is reminiscent of a Cactus Jack and Vader match that we watched. Like,
I know. Why didn't they count to 37?
yeah, why'd they only count to 3? It was like done. Like they didn't even give him the 10 count.
Freaking Simmons, right? With the freaking stupid ass match.
Jesus.
And now he's new champion, by the way, the human spider.
We love Adam Simmons. That was a joke Brad was making for all those listening.
So he gets 100. I do love Adam Simmons. He
Yeah,
gets $100. Adam, $100. Is that better than a hot dog?
That's better than 2 hot dogs and 2 Cokes.
Mm.
So this doesn't
How
help.
about that? 2 Cokes.
2 Cokes. It
Two
never
Cokes?
lands. But then the promoter gets held up, and he robs. The promoter's getting robbed, and because he wouldn't pay him, because he didn't last the 3 minutes in the ring, he doesn't help the guy. And what happens?
I wish I got paid. I wish I got paid for lasting 3 minutes.
It's the same guy that ends up killing his uncle.
Spoiler.
Typical wrestling storytelling, right? So
That's right.
Man,
not much to this match, but you know what? It's a very memorable match for all of us when we saw it, because we all, of course, love Macho Man.
mhm.
Oh
And,
yeah.
Well,
So I
these
guess
are big time motion picture too, you know.
So the question is, do you think Macho Man was the first choice, or was there anybody else on a short list that could have done this as well as him?
Ooh, I don't think there could have been
I
anybody.
think Macho Man is the only choice.
Yeah.
This happened in 0102, so WCW was shut down.
Yeah.
Macho
Yeah, it
Man
was.
was down.
Wow.
Right before-
I think they could have got like Crush.
I thought Goldberg was a great choice.
Yeah, because
Everyone
he
would
would
know
have
Goldberg.
then we wouldn't have had a Spider-Man. I mean, that one kick. I mean, I mean,
Hey guys, I just realized I really screwed this up. This should have been the third match. This should have been our
No.
third match covered tonight, right?
No,
yeah.
the third match is a good one.
I got
But
a
at the same
question for
time,
you
it happened
guys.
prior to this. I didn't even think of that. Go ahead.
In none of the rest of the movies does Spider-Man ever talk about like the championship or have the championship. What do you think happened to that world title?
I think it's
we
on
can
his
find-
wall. I think it's on his wall behind
He
him.
didn't battle for a
podcast.
belt. He just battled for $3,000 so he could buy a car for Mary Jane to impress her.
Mary Jane, huh? What if that'll come up later?
He was tired. He had better things to do.
Man, what storytelling though?
They
tying
did
that
put
all
it on
together.
on one of the Spider-Man things. They put it on like a poster. You see Bonesaw McGraw in like the background.
Yeah.
So now what happens? So now he's the champion, like you said. He never defends again. Is the night over for everybody?
I thought he
else?
just won $3,000. I didn't think he won the belt.
Macho was the world heavyweight champ, or Bonesaw was the world heavyweight champion. They said.
Yeah, they said the new champion.
I will say this: they kept kayfabe alive in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, a dude
Because he
fucking
won.
shot spider webs out of his damn wrist and swung. Totally kept it alive.
You're going nowhere. Terrible Macho Man impression. Anyway, not much to that one, but it sure was fun. Back to you, James.
That was fun. Well,
I guess
I guess it's
we
what
didn't
better
reverse-
way to fuck this up than with an FMK. So, Brad, I guess it's right
Oh.
back to you, man. What you got for us this week?
Well, that freaking asshole tells me he's not going to be on this week, so I didn't put any waka wakas in there. Hey, Adam, if you got a waka on your mind, go ahead.
Oh, so y'all want me to do a couple of dad jokes?
I don't like that.
That
jokes.
is the hottest rising segment in wrestling podcast. So go ahead. It's Waka 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 with Adam from Bama.
At least these ones are funny.
See, the crazy thing is, me and Frank was here on our way back to New Orleans last night, and somehow or another, we got talked into joining the Zip Code Bros. And Ben Jones jumped in, and I think he was too scared to go head to head with some dad jokes.
Don't
I
we
think he
all?
was really scared.
Waka waka waka.
No, that's actually legit. I think he was really scared.
Good one.
Where's the joke?
Okay, so I just broke up with my mathematician girlfriend. She was obsessed with an X.
I bet things just didn't add up.
Oh, what's Forrest Gump's password? When you unlock his phone, what's his password?
Jenny?
One, Forrest, one.
I would have never got that.
Hmm.
So what do you call a bundle of hay in a church?
A seat?
A Christian bale.
Oh,
And how does cereal pay its bills?
How?
With checks.
Oh.
That is our
thought
second
it was
Christian
joking.
Bale joke, by the way.
How do you keeping up, Brad? How are you keeping up?
It's some people's
Alright,
favorite
so
superhero too.
Right.
So what's blue and not very heavy?
Me
Blue
after a
balls.
Saturday
Light blue.
night.
A Nitro
black
Pepsi
blue.
can.
Oh god damn it. Evan.
But
I never heard the answer. Sorry. Go one more time.
it's light blue because it's
All
not
right.
heavy. So
All
it's
right.
light
All
blue.
right. That's good.
Waka waka waka.
All right.
And, oh yeah, I still gotta tell y'all that other joke I couldn't tell on air. I gotta tell y'all about that one.
Tell us it right now.
So,
No, we're for the kids.
No.
We're for the kids.
It's funny because you say it's for the kids. You could. Never mind. I'm just gonna hush.
Yeah.
Like,
Weird.
Bumaye is for the people. Kick Out Crew is for the kids.
Oh,
When I
man.
tell y'all this joke later, y'all understand why I can't say it right now.
Okay. Jeez.
That it?
That was just that was some impromptu stuff. So y'all, I mean, I'm sorry it wasn't that
That's
good.
a teaser for everyone out there to never hear it.
Hey, that's improv, huh?
Mhm.
Improv. Adam just did some improv, huh? Rank us on that.
Top 100.
I'll have some better ones next week, though. I promise.
Oh yeah. Hey, if you ever make it to the Pacific Northwest, because that's the biggest joke going on right now. Bam. But hey,
Yeah, we're supposed to have left at 10 o'clock this morning.
We heard.
So Brad, since we're for the kids, what's on your FMK this week?
All right. So, wow, big surprise. We're going to go with Spider-Man and the ladies of Spider-Man. So, now, not all of them. I can't do 3 MJs. They didn't have 3 MJs. So, we're going to do it a different way. So, you have Zendaya, who played MJ, but it wasn't Mary Jane. It was Michelle Jane. And that is in the newer ones with the newer ones now. We have Kristen Dunst that played
Kirsten.
I'm sorry, the
Kirsten.
original
Kirsten.
MJ, and the ones that we talked about today. And then we have Emma Stone, who played Gwen.
Look at Mike.
Let Mike start us off.
That's the biggest pop of the night on Mike right there on that Emma Stone comment.
Gwen Stacy. So we had Emma Stone and the other Amazing Spider-Man with that came 4 years later.
Yes.
So we have Zendaya, Emma Stone, and Kirsten Dunst. Isn't it Kristen? Kirsten, sorry.
It's Kirsten Dunst.
All right, I'm sorry. It's kind of like Lara and Laura. Go ahead, Devin.
All right. So I'm going to start with the one I would marry, and that is Zendaya. Zendaya is brilliant, funny, hilarious, talented, freaking gorgeous, and sexy as hell. So
Goddamn, you marrying her? What the fuck?
Well, I'll just
Anything
I'll
else?
steal that and copy it for my vows. But yeah, so I'll marry Zendaya, and then I think I'm gonna have to fuck Emma Stone. She seems a little wild. It seems like it'd be a fun night. So that's my fuck, and out of process of elimination. Sorry, Kirsten Dunst. I gotta kill you.
All right, Mike.
How many fucking names
All
does
right.
she
Well, I'm
have?
gonna kill Kirsten Dunst. Because I'm gonna pronounce her name right. I'll keep calling her Kirsten or Kristen or something. I am fucking Zendaya because she's fire too, though. And I am going to marry Emma Stone because then I can do that shit all day, every day, whenever day I want. That's my number one right there.
Adam.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna marry Kirsten Dunst because I got a thing for blondes. But
She's a
Emma
redhead.
Stone,
Depends on the movie.
depends on the movie. Because I watched when she was a cheerleader in one of the movies that I'm just
And
going
they're
to
only
anyway.
blonde cheerleaders. Sorry.
And so Emma Stone, effing her, and then I gotta kill Zendaya because isn't she like from American Idol or some shit?
No. Not at all.
Disney.
Okay, I don't know where I could care less because she's dead anyway.
Who are you
There it
thinking
is.
about? Who are you thinking about? That you have
I
messed
don't
this up
know.
to.
Some girl.
I'm
and her
gonna remember.
brothers.
I'm gonna remember. You're thinking of Fantasia.
No, I
Yes,
remember
you
her.
are.
I'm talking about some girl and her brother from overseas that was singing.
I don't know. All right, James.
Let's see. Zendaya is pretty fine though. Man, this is gonna be a good one. I will say Kirsten Dunst. She's.
If you're not
she's
watching the
pretty good.
video, you should.
Yeah, but if you're hearing on audio, I think everyone said her name different every time that we spoke. But Kirstn, crazy.
Fucking guy, huh?
So it's like Lara. No, it's not, because those are pretty much spelled the same.
No, they're not.
K-I-R is
L-A-R-A,
Kerr.
L-A-U-R-A.
K-I-R is Kerr. It's never Cree. It's never gonna be Cree.
It's
Come on.
Kier, like my roommate's name, Kirsten.
God damn it. Okay, so Zendaya is probably the one I'm fucking. And this next one's kind of hard though. I guess Emma Stone I'm marrying, and Kirsten is the odd one out.
All right. So I'm gonna have to kill Zendaya, and the reason for that is just because I think she's just a little too young. So we're gonna just go
Fair.
with that. I think geez, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, she's just
I'm gonna definitely fuck Emma Stone, and then I'm gonna marry Joanne Dunst.
Who?
I had to say her name completely wrong. Anyway, Kirsten Dunst. Yeah, I'm gonna marry her because she's the MJ. She's the original. We go way
like it.
back, you know. So let's go with the gentleman, and this is real easy because there's three of them. We got Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland, all Spider-Man. Let's go, Devin.
So, I think I'm gonna have to marry the superhero that I love the most, Tobey Maguire. So I'm just gonna start by marrying him. I'll just, hang out with him all the time.
Seems like a nice guy.
Tom Holland. That's the one I think I'm gonna have to fuck. He's been with Zendaya, so like I don't know. I'll ask him about it while I'm doing stuff with him, I guess. But then
What do I do this for?
I forgot who the other Spider-Man is, so I gotta
Andrew
kill
Garfield.
him.
Andrew Garfield.
Well, Andrew Garfield's dead.
Oh, that's nice. It's a good guy. Good guy. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, so I'm marrying Tom because he has some badass outfits. Like I love those Spider-Man things. So I'm gonna marry him so I can try those on, naked in my underwear. And then
Oh man,
There
Yeah,
you
for
go.
the-
Good job, Brad. Good one.
for the kids.
Yeah. Kids.
and then I will fuck Andrew because he's funny. He has a bunch of those little one-liners and everything else. And I'm going to kill Andrew because he's older. And
You fucked and killed him.
Oh, channeling your Amy, huh?
No.
Yeah. By the way, Amy, your days are numbered, girl.
whatever.
Ooh.
Toby, I'm killing Toby.
All right, Adam. I have a feeling this is a quick one.
Giggity.
Yeah, because there's
That's what
people
she
out
said.
here, and I don't need people judging me on what I'm about to say.
Yeah, you don't want those New Orleans people to worry about. Think
Hey man, he
think
may
bad
be.
things about you.
He may be in like
Well, if I'm out here in the parking lot screaming, I'm going to marry this guy and F this other guy, it's going to look kind of funny.
already wearing a red hat. Bold statement.
So, let's see here. I would say marry Tobey Maguire, F Tom Holland, and kill the other guy because I don't really like him.
Well, yeah, you really kept that lid on that. I'm sure no one heard you. Go ahead, James.
Oh, I did. I walked away.
Okay.
I am getting a funny look right now, but oh well.
Yeah, 'cause-
Probably because you're just walking around talking to yourself.
Yeah, Sue whooping in that
That's
red
what it looks
hat.
like I'm doing. It's not red. It's gray.
I can't
with
believe you're
red
still there.
trim.
I really
That's a
can't believe
red
you're still there.
Oh,
All right,
believe me,
James.
we can't either.
Well, I'm gonna marry Nicholas Hammond because he's older and he's probably about to pass. Yeah, what's up? That's a deep dig for all the homies there. But no, let's see. Toby, Tom, and who was the other one? Andrew.
Yep.
So, I guess I'm marrying Tom because he's like the rich one, right now. He's like hot shit and all that stuff. Let's see. Toby or Andrew. They're kind of both like how can I say this? You know,
Old.
Can't have a threesome, James.
bitchy-ish, I guess I can put. So let's see. Probably go. Andrew's dead, and I guess I'm fucking Toby.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm marrying Toby. He's my Spider-Man. Fucking Andrew Garfield, just because I think he's cool. And I'm killing Tom Holland because he doesn't have an origin story. The hell out of here
fair
with your
enough.
Civil War bullshit, and all of a
Fair
sudden you're just
enough.
there. You're just
Yeah.
there. All of a
Just
sudden you're just Spider-Man.
throws a shield, doesn't he?
However, I do like if I'm gonna go as far as the ants, Spider-Man's Aunt May in these movies, I'm going with Tom Holland's because it is Marissa Tomei.
Oh yeah.
No Sally Field, though.
Nope, Marissa Tomei. Going for Marissa Tomei.
Mm.
One.
Hey, she's won an Oscar. I'll give her that.
Yeah, my cousin Vinny. Her biological clock is ticking.
Fuck yeah.
It's a line from the movie. I know that didn't sound right.
I know. In my head, I was like, "Boy, that was gonna age really well."
Yeah, it's right from the movie. And actually, I could
Oh,
have used her accent and everything, but I didn't.
That
Oh, look
is-
who's getting in the car, huh? But you hiding from the fellas over there?
Frankie
Oh,
B. We love us some Frank Bruno on the Kick Out Crew because hey, it's your show.
Hey guys,
What's
Hey,
up,
Frank.
Frank?
Hey, Frank.
What's up, buddy?
I'm having a real bad day. I'm sorry.
Understand
Yeah,
that, man.
yeah.
I would be 7 shades of
What's
pissed.
going on?
Oh, we've heard some of it.
Yeah. So is it time for our third match?
It is, man. These are long matches.
Yeah. This is this is something else. You knew we had to cover this. We're talking about Hollywood. And no, it's not no holds barred because that would be too generic. So what did we cover it up with? Well, probably one of the most generic movies of all time. But the match from that is Jimmy King versus DDP, Diamond Dallas Page it's for the WCW Heavyweight Championship from WCW Royal Bash. And how did we get there, Mike?
Well, we got here quite easily. What happened was a few months before this, Jimmy King, not to get confused with Jerry King, that's his cousin, he lost his world title to DDP in a fucked up way. And he got very depressed, became an alcoholic, lived in a trailer, and lost his kids, wasn't paying child support, all this other shit. Well, you have David Arquette and this other guy that come over.
James Conn, man. Tweeter.
Huh?
James
Yeah,
Conn, Tweeter.
Yeah, Twitter or whatever, but I don't know his real name. So they come and find him and get him back in shape. Say, "Come on, man, we got to do this. We got to do this." And finally, he says, "All right, man, I'm ready." And he comes back and he's going after him, and they make it the 3 stages of hell match, cage match, whatever it is.
Tremendous build.
I don't know
I
his
love
real
it.
name, but I said James Conn like 3 times.
So,
It's Tweeter from Varsity Blues. There's also a lot of Varsity Blues in this movie. The director, guess what other movie he directed? Oh, that's right, Varsity Blues. The cop dad in this movie? Oh, he was Lance Harbor's dad, you know, and hey, that dude's hilarious as fuck in Varsity Blues as Lance Harbor's dad. Great character. But go ahead, Brad.
So we got Sting in the back. I kind of went a little further back here. By the way, Nitro Girls with Rose McGowan, shout out. First off, just wanted to
Shout
throw
out.
that out there because
Sasha,
there's nothing.
is that her name in the movie?
I don't remember, man. But
Yeah.
she's as good as she looks in this. I'll tell you. Amen.
Chamel's in this one too, as a nicer girl.
Who?
Chamel.
I think you said
What's your
Carmella.
wife?
She was like 7 here.
His wife.
So we got Sting getting a lecture in the back from, I guess, Jim Cornette. Huh? Guy.
Sinclair.
I know, but he's such a Jim Cornette character, right?
Yeah.
He's
It's
a
kinda
mix
like-
between Jim Cornette and Eric Bischoff.
Bischoff, yeah.
Oh man, he's just such a mix of different guys. Just a little Don King in there too, I guess.
This is
Can you imagine if Eric Bischoff was still there and he had that role? Because
Yeah.
he said
Oh,
before,
perfect,
goes
dude. He would have been
role.
perfect.
That would have been great.
And Sting's just kind of listening to it. But then we have Michael Buffer with the announcement. Jimmy King entrance. Watch out for the pyro.
What did you say? I can't hear you. I didn't hear that last part. Oh, I'm
We
on
got-
fire. I'm on fire.
Do you think that's where the
DDP,
Undertaker got it? He was saying.
DDP entrance to badass music, by the way, and booze. We got Little Nate as the referee. James, who are the announcers?
I am glad you asked. This is the easiest fucking one of the whole episode. Tony Schiavone and Mike Today.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either.
Yeah, when I saw him on camera, I'm like, thank God. I know this one. The other ones I had to like research and look at the cast and all this stuff. Ugh.
So spitting, punching, here we go. So the idea in this movie is this one is going to actually be real, right? Because they don't
Three
want Jimmy
cages.
King to be the champ. So throws powder in DDP's face. Yeah. What the hell did I write here?
That doesn't
guys?
work.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Oh, yeah,
And
this
then
shit doesn't work.
A diamond upside down is a pussy.
There it is. A diamond upside down is a pussy. That is such a great line in the movie.
Tweeter. Hey, that's Tweeter for you.
Hooven, by the way, his name in this part is Sean Sugar Daddy Dawkins.
Oh yeah, he's got a sweet ass red suit too.
So we have Juventud and another masked wrestler that already come out for interference. Who's this masked wrestler? Well, it's Jimmy King's son. And
Good
he looks
Lord, Brad, what are you doing right now?
what's wrong? Am I getting too far ahead?
Yeah, man, he's like beating him up, and then he goes to climb the rope, and then that's when the two come in, and Hoovy, because Shivani's like, oh, there's two wrestlers, but he only mentions Hoovy by name at first when he drop kicks the ladder, and then they're like, oh, who's that other guy in the mask? And then payback or whatever. But hey, are we
Okay.
already past
James,
where that
keep on
old
going.
lady?
No, we haven't passed that.
Where the
We
old
have Bam
lady's
Bam
jumping up
Bigelow.
on the couch?
We have Bam Bam Bigelow and Sid Justice come out, and they get handled pretty quickly by the King with a ladder. Like you said, the masked wrestler getting beat up by the King. Adam, let me ask you a question. Are you there?
No. Yep.
What do you think of this storytelling with all the people in the ring so early?
To be honest with you, I've never seen it, so I couldn't tell you.
Fuck yeah.
Man, thanks for coming
I
on.
wasn't expecting to be on here, so-
Thanks for coming
I
on.
wasn't
Professional
expecting- I wasn't expecting
podcast.
to be on here.
Yeah, but you did.
But doesn't that? Are we gonna
Why are
skip?
you
the
out
old-
of the car again?
Are we gonna skip the old lady jumping up and down? She's like, "Beat him up, King! Smack him around like a toothless crack whore."
I'll tell you what, James, you throw in what you need because I'm okay with it. So here comes Kidman, Booker T.
Dude, Brad, god damn it, this is the best. This is the best. Okay, so the goons come in. DDP sends his goons in. They start beating up King. They're all stomping him down, blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden the camera pans, and then you hear that ball with the ball riff. Ball with the ball sung by Kid Rock. Hey, Kid Rock, happy Pride Month. That's a good joke too. But yeah, no, because shout out. So I had to get that joke in there. For those that know, Kid Rock loves him some Pride Month. That being said, but yeah, that down and the fucking engine ramp raises down.
Comes down.
Like fucking Mike's favorite, Goldberg. You see like all these dudes right there just ready to who is it? Kidman. It's fucking it's all them, Booker T. So they go and they can't open the cage. They can't open the cage because it's locked. And then all of a sudden, wow, here comes David Arquette dressed up as a cop on a cop bike, fucking hits that ramp, ball with the ball, the bang, the dang, and then boom, busts open the cage. And then his dad, in the meantime, yeah. Are you going to get to that part?
Yeah, it was.
Well, I want to know how the other guys got in.
Wait,
James, you're
hold
on a
second.
roll.
Dude,
So we had
that Hollywood, like you see that ramp lower because our hero is in peril. And then like hell
wait,
yeah.
But we
Why am
had
I getting emotional watching a WCW thing in 2000? Why is that movie better than any shit they put on TV?
Kidman, Booker T, Goldberg, and thank God Disco Inferno was there.
Thank God for Glenn Gilberti on this one.
So I got to ask you, Mike.
Shout
are
out
you a
Adam
big-
DeBoy.
Are you a bigger Disco Inferno fan or Goldberg fan?
Disco Inferno all
No,
day
you're
long.
not. You lying sack of shit.
Yes, I am.
You are a liar. You are a liar. Devin, did you see this in the theater and did you like it?
No, this was the first time I'd actually ever seen this
What the
movie.
living
so-
fuck? Are you a
Man,
wrestling
I
fan
remember
or not?
watching this in theaters. I think I went
Yeah.
twice that week.
Devin, did you actually watch the whole movie or did you just watch the match?
I just watched the match.
You
Nah,
son
you
of a
have
bitch.
It's a
to
good
watch
movie, dude.
the
It's
whole
a
movie.
pretty good movie.
If
I'm gonna watch Howard the Duck, you can watch
he's like,
Ready to Rumble.
something's funny with the slush. You smell it.
I did watch that clip on YouTube.
So, James, it's really
Do you have your
funny what
finger
you
in your
said
butt?
here. It's really funny how you put that because this is what I wrote next, and you're gonna die. Here comes David Arquette and on the motorcycle, breaking through the cage. All's breaking loose. James, who's pumped here?
Shit. I'm pumped because they shout. Are you talking about the flashback to the sheriff's office or whatever?
It's coming. Yeah, I just want to know how you were feeling when he went through that.
Oh, well,
you
okay,
basically
well,
told us.
I guess you know, Brad, because this is the sickest. Like, why? Because I was watching it back, in research for the show, because this is a professional podcast. I was watching it back, like, why am I getting so amped up for this? But hey, man, that's wrestling, baby.
So, like you said, the cop's watching. His dad's in there, and his dad's
Yeah,
getting
his
pumped up too.
dad,
Loving all
his
of it.
dad says, "Come on, man, y'all want to turn that crap off? My son almost threw away his career for that nonsense." Then the other guy's like, "Your son's starting a career with that nonsense." He walks over there, and then he sees his son stand up. It was like, he says something I can't remember. Takes off his glasses, because it's like an ode to his dad, and then his dad gets all proud, and now his dad's involved in it too. Let's go, baby.
So, like you said, the cops are watching. We have a spear by Dewey. King up to the second cage now. Hit with the ladder. Page hitting King with the crutch. Trash cans. Mike, how many takes does all this take, do you think, in a movie?
Probably 7 or 18.
I mean, I don't know. You got a crowd there. You got a cage. I would think it'd be not as many as you think, right?
You would
You gotta
think,
keep
but it's Hollywood.
rebuilding
They gotta be perfect.
It's pretty
Professional
amazing.
wrestlers.
Yeah, they really only have a couple, actors in there. Everybody else is a professional wrestler, so they know how to do it live.
Right.
DDP and King still climbing. Sting watching on. DDP flips King over the cage. Sting.
All the way down to level 1. He's all the way down to level 1.
Then what does Sting do?
Sting
James?
comes swinging in, dude. Comes swinging in, and you're just like, oh my God. And then this is where I was like, am I crying watching Ready to Rumble 2000? Sting comes through. Bam. And then, and then go ahead.
Jimmy King is okay by me, Sting says. And,
And then
he says, we are men. We are not afraid to say we love other men.
we're not afraid to say that we love other men. Happy Pride
Sting
Month,
punches
everybody.
both.
Happy Pride Month,
Punches
everybody.
him, and then Dewey wants to be punched too.
Boom.
And it's hilarious.
Hit me too, hit me too. Hit me too.
Hilarious.
Bam.
So then we got DDP and the King at the top. Adam, they couldn't afford to get Hogan here. Why Jarrett?
Yeah.
Because they knew no one was going to watch the movie anyway, so they just went ahead and get somebody that could fast forward through the whole deal.
Oh man, Hogan or Jarrett? I just wondered why they weren't in it. That's all.
Oh, because can you imagine how much Hogan wanted compared to what Jarrett or he
Not
cost?
Jarrett. I meant yeah. Okay. So we have a nut shot by the King. King picks up and slams DDP mankind style through all the cages. Visually, Devin, what did you think of that?
I mean, it's a good look for the movie, but realistically, I don't think they should have done that spot. Only like a year and a half before that, this movie came out, we had Owen Hart's tragedy, so I just really think it wasn't in good taste.
It's funny you
Fair.
say that
Because
because
I thought the
this
same
comes-
thing watching it. I was like, ooh, that was like a year after.
But here's the thing. I mean, how many times can Eric Bischoff defend this? Because it happened a year later in the same arena where he had Sting coming off the rafters, right? He gets
Well, and then they
criticized for
threw,
it.
I think they
That's
threw, what's his name?
Cannon.
Off that cage. Yeah.
Yeah, they threw Cannon off the cage.
And he said he talked to Brett. He says he doesn't remember the conversation, but he's sure he said he had a conversation with Brett to be sensitive to the situation. His point was people die in car accidents and then they still race, like as in like in a race. I mean, like Dale Earnhardt died racing cars, but they still have people on there. And Conrad totally went into that and said, that is not the same thing. This is not the same thing. It's just interesting. It is a little, I don't know what I think about it.
When you're acting, well, yeah, I don't know. That is a touchy subject because when you're acting, you don't expect to die.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
And I know that, it's real or scripted or, however you want to word it, but you don't go into wrestling thinking I'm going to die.
It's supposed to be a show, even though
Exactly.
it's, I'm not saying the word fake, Adam, or anything like that, but predetermined, you're practicing.
Yeah.
Listen, hey, Mr. Thomas told you how fake it was, by the way.
Ain't that the truth? He said it like 20 times. Man, it was awesome.
We loved your facials.
Oh yeah. But like, because you do the shit, but then you take it on the road to do it again type of deal. You don't, that's why, because when people are like, oh, they don't really hurt each other. Well, I mean, okay, yes, they do. But number two, you can't break a dude's fucking nose and then have a wrestling match with them the next week. Like, you do kind of have to, it's a traveling like entertainment show.
It's a touchy subject, like you said. It's supposed to be entertainment.
It's the same thing with that DeMar Hamlin thing last year when people were like, oh, veterans. I'm like, okay, well, he didn't sign up for war. He's playing football.
Correct.
Let's separate the two.
And it always goes back to that. Should they have stopped the show? Should they have stopped the show? They probably should have stopped the show when Mick Foley went through a cage too.
True.
I mean,
and then he came back out after getting stretchered out. He came back the next match.
In the next match, he came and interfered in that match after he should be dead.
Concussed and hellaciously concussed.
His tooth in his nose. Should have been dead on that second fall for sure. Should have been. No, it's just crazy. Anyway, I didn't mean to get off on that, but thanks a lot, Devin. So
good storyline, pal.
So came to the slow music, pulls the title off the hook, and wins the championship.
Took him forever too. That slow motion thing took for fucking ever for him.
Almost as much as when it really happens when they can't get it off there.
True.
So James, do you think Tony Schiavone has ever been asked? Have you ever heard him talk about this?
I'm sure he has, but not really. I mean, I haven't.
Right?
I wonder.
What about right after this when he's showing the title and already has his name on the title? How cool was that?
They hadn't changed it yet from the last time, right?
No, I guess not.
So Mean Gene with the call and the interview, aka the Law, and Jimmy King are going for the tag champs after he turns down Goldberg.
You're skipping. Yeah.
Goldberg wants to have a run at the championship.
Mike's
and he
favorite.
says he already has a partner, and that is Dewey, aka the Law. I love that shit, man. That is good shit.
Because even his dad and all those cops were fucking like jumping around screaming when his dad was just like, my son threw away his career. And now they're all like coming around,
With the manager.
Wrestling, baby, wrestling.
So Sean Sugar Daddy Dawkins get introduced. I know I mentioned him at the beginning, but he wasn't actually given a name till now. And that's your boy from Varsity Blues. Right?
Yeah, it's Tweeter.
All arms in the air for the feel-good ending we all wanted. Unfortunately, this was not the end that we all wanted for WCW.
Hey-o.
Because this was the end of WCW.
We did skip over when David Arquette did that spear, and then Mike's favorite wrestler was like, "That's a pretty good spear." Then David Arquette was like, "Yeah, I didn't kick Bret Hart in the face."
And then afterwards, they all go to the gas station. Goldberg's still in his damn gear and kills somebody and throws him through the damn glass. There we have it.
I thought you didn't watch anything after a match.
Hey-o.
Oh.
I did that one.
I was a little nervous about even bringing up the Sting thing beforehand.
But no, he's Tweeter's talking to the kids. He's like, see, anything, dreams can come true.
But that was only a one-shot deal.
Yeah.
Kids giving him shit.
Here comes Goldberg killing somebody.
And then Goldberg throws a kick and just knocks someone out.
So why did WCW bring in David Arquette instead of the King? He already had a storyline with DDP.
That's a true story. Well, so did David Arquette.
We did skip past Sinclair. Like, he's arguing with the two dudes, Arquette and James Caan. And, there's like, I made wrestling. He's like, no, you didn't make wrestling. We made wrestling. The fans made wrestling. I'm like, you fucking right, David Arquette.
There you go.
Yeah. Great
I
shit.
didn't know that David Arquette donated every cent he ever made to charity from wrestling.
To the Hart family, right? Or the Hart footed charity.
I don't know
thing.
the specifics, but he
No, it was wrestling families that died. So like
That's
Yeah, that's what it was, yeah.
Brian Pillman, stuff like that.
there's a lot of shit because let's face it, he shouldn't have won the championship. That was a little weird. But
Shout out Shivani.
but he did a lot of good. And he won it in a tag match.
Who would have thought that two things that Shivani did literally altered the whole course of wrestling history?
Butts and seats.
Butts and seats, Arquette win the title.
Yep, and he's still on, and somehow he still let this guy on the air. And we love him. That's it.
Loved it.
Yeah, it's fun. Thanks for adding all your stuff because I knew you were into this one.
Oh, dude. That well, because that's like, yeah, the emotion, I like to get, in the moment, I guess how I'll put it. Loved it. Yeah.
Anyway.
Why was I getting so emotional about a WCW 2000 movie and didn't give a flying fuck about the WCW 2000 TV? That was already WWE by that point. Yeah, good stuff. Do we have any listener questions, Brad?
Could you go ahead and do Bober's question real quick there, Devin, and I can do the other ones?
Yeah, all three parts. All three parts of it.
Bober sent us a really good question, actually. Bober sent us a question on Twitter.
You're acting like he doesn't send us shit ever.
Well, it is Bober. He said, which match is better? Rip versus Zeus or Jimmy the King versus DDP? And why was it Randy the Ram versus the Ayatollah? So, Brad, what's up? You want to answer that?
I wasn't listening.
No, I think No Holds Barred. I really don't remember that match. I would have to go back and watch it. But we're going to say the King because our hero faces peril. And he had two amateurs by his side who literally took him out of his, depressed state, got him back into the main event, and actually helped give him the hope to get that title in a triple cage. Not one, not two, but 3 cages. And just because I don't remember what happened in the No Holds Barred match, so yeah. Or the wrestler for that matter on that.
I really love the No Holds Barred time. So you guys were a little young for that, but I really love that time and because it was a build to the WrestleMania, it was a build to the golden age of wrestling when they actually had Zeus in a real match, and then they did this movie at the same time. It's very similar to this whole Royal the Rumble thing with David Arquette using him in WCW. They were using Zeus, is his name, in off air, and Tommy Lister, from Friday, and they were using him there, and he was indestructible. And what I remember about it was that they were hitting him in the back with a chair. Back then in the 80s, you hit someone with a chair, that was it. Okay, that was beyond it was kind of newish, almost in the WWE. It was a finisher. You finished him. They were hitting him in the back with the chair, and he just turned around and smiled at you like this scary beast. And they built this movie up so much as him as this indestructible beast, and at the same time having a match in WWF. I thought it was just so. It was like how it's very similar to what happened in Ready to Rumble. With DDP teaming up with David Arquette, and so yes, that's my moment there.
Why have a regular Christmas, Brad, when you can have a No Holds Barred Christmas?
So I am a Zeus Hogan guy.
We should do a watch along with No Holds Barred around the Christmas time. Stealing gimmicks, right? I mean, people do it to us.
Yeah, I mean, I can't turn on anything now when it comes to an ad-free show without somebody doing a male FMK.
Or there's some stuff going on later tonight.
Oh yeah,
there was a Gladiator 30 for 30. I mean, what are we on the precipice of next? What are we on the forefront of?
I'll tell you what I'm curious of how it is buffering tonight.
That's some stuff, and I hope his bandwidth can keep enough.
We got some other questions here. This wasn't so much a question from Ben Jones, friend of the show, Ben Jones, but he said one of his favorite moments was when Hulk Hogan was in the A-Team. Of course, Hulk Hogan has a history with Mr. T. WrestleMania
No
1.
way. Have they ever teamed up?
And then after that, of course.
Can't believe we slept on that whole part of that first match. Just slept on like, hey, Mr. T's here, Hogan's here. Those guys ever done anything together?
Check that out in our archives.
Would they do things after that? Crazy.
We didn't bring it up,
Yeah.
So anyway, yes, that is a great one, Ben. Thank you for the contribution. So we have some other ones from Twitter here. This is from My Glove Compartment is Full. Who did Randy the Ram Robinson remind the crew of? Like any old school wrestlers that he reminded you of is what I think he's asking.
Mickey Rourke. He reminded me a lot of Mickey Rourke.
Get the fuck out of here, you asshole. He reminded me of Bret Hart. Just the look of him, maybe not his career the way it went, but he looked like Bret Hart to me.
He looked like Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Wow. Shout out.
Yeah.
Mike, do you remember?
What, blonde?
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of somebody that he reminds me of, and
Virgil?
I think that's his own. Virgil. It's kind of his own little gimmick.
James, you mind of anyone?
Just somebody hanging on to what they have, I guess. Virgil.
Well, there's a second part to the question. It is: do you think that this was an accurate portrayal of what a wrestler, as they're past their prime, goes through? Like what he's saying here is like waiting in line, no one there to get your autograph. I'll tell you what. This is what I think. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Virgil.
Yeah. But what I'm saying here is like I think about maybe at this time, was everything as big with the autographs? There was the podcasts weren't really a thing yet.
Starcast wasn't a thing, and then you only had like WrestleCon maybe, and what?
It's almost like Conrad breathed life into this. Some of this with some of these guys that have had haven't been around. Like
people hate to say it, but Conrad breathed a lot of life into the. Yeah, you're right. Conventions and wrestling as a whole.
Let me give you an example. How about
fan interaction? The fact that Conrad was a fan and not just like a hoity-toity, like like let's say an announcer was doing all this stuff, like Al Michaels is like, oh, I'm gonna do wrestling shit. Everybody would take it like a little, oh, this is a show thing. But the fact that Conrad was doing these podcasts and like being one of us talking to these people, I think that really did reinvigorate, because I don't know if y'all noticed this, but the fan side of a lot of things is starting to get real popular. Look at Pat McAfee signing with ESPN. Look at Barstool, doing their thing. Like the fan side is kind of starting to, because we are the majority, So the fan side is kind of starting to grow in popularity now.
It's like, so let's look at. I'm not saying that the guys I'm going to be talking about were broke or anything like that.
Yeah.
But let's talk about like a Davy Crockett, for instance. I feel like someone like Conrad has breathed life into someone like Davy Crockett is telling his old stories now, and we're loving it. And Davy Crockett loves being around us. He does.
And he has a platform to do his shit, and he's just like he himself is awesome. Like it gave him a platform to show who he is, because he hasn't been around in God knows how long, really. You don't really hear his name in circulation. Now he's hilarious as fuck. Like you hear him like
I love listening.
Oh,
to
he's
him.
Awesome, dude.
And I've met him, and he's this normal guy, just like Jarrett's dad. I know he's passed. Jerry Jarrett, another one. Like we had this idea of him from Bruce. That's not even close, by the way. The guy was
talk to him and talk all weekend, just like outside, like sitting, in a courtyard thing, like on a bench, and we're just like chit chatting,
But a guy like Tony Chimmel too. Like, so he was just recently on Reffing It Up. He's working at a store. What I'm saying is these guys have like a grocery store. So
what's reffing it up?
A grocery store, Brad said.
Reffing It Up is the name of a grocery store. Never saw that.
Tony Chimmel was on Reffing It Up with Brian Hebner, and he works at Trader Joe's.
Plug our homie stuff, man.
I'm not saying these guys are broke, but what I'm saying is they're not making their money on wrestling anymore, and they're doing other things to supplement income. And now they have a second, when this movie came out, were people just sitting there waiting for autographs that weren't coming, and now they are. I don't know. Like I just think things have changed a little bit. It's good to see the fan interaction.
What other interaction I would like to see? We plug the Zipco Bros all the fucking time, and then we mention Reffing It Up and RJ, and y'all just blow right past that. Like, don't even. Hey, check out Reffing It Up. Y'all don't even say a damn thing.
Listen,
hey,
I listen.
Sorry,
to
RJ. Everybody's an asshole. But yeah,
I have plugged Reffing It Up plenty
in the archives.
Yeah, sometimes. All right.
We
Anyway,
zip code broed like 3 times this episode.
so
That
we have
is
another
reffing it
question.
up with Brian Abner and RJ, and sometimes
Jimmy
Yeah.
Corderas.
Jimmy
Hey,
Corderas.
Yeah,
All the
Jimmy
time,
Corderas.
actually.
and you can check them out wherever.
So we have another question here from the long lost Pudding Pop. Are you guys
There it is.
excited for the new Iron Claw movie?
Hella excited. It
Hell
stars one of our another awesome guest that we've had on the show, Mr. Thrillbilly. And MJF is in that movie as the role is appropriate for what he plays. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I wish I knew the release date, but
True. And it's, WCCW, Dallas style, Dallas area, Texas. The Von
And-
Erichs. I mean, my goodness.
MJF's in it, like you said. Did you say that? I don't know if you said
Yeah,
it.
he plays the
He plays the other
he plays
Von
the
Eric.
non-Eric.
The fake brother.
It's a movie about the Von Erichs, and he plays a non-Eric.
It looks like a good cast to me. I'm pretty excited for it. How about you, Mike? You want to see it?
Yeah, why not?
I
I'm
wanna
down
see
for
it.
all those movies. Yeah.
I heard it's
You ain't
coming out
down for no
June
movies.
24th.
Hey, watch that.
You, Devin?
Yeah, I did. I'm
Yeah.
excited for it.
So we already answered this question. Probably should have held up during the notes, but Lizzie's Pet Cow says in Spider-Man, could anybody have played better than Macho Man? And we kind of said no. So thank you, Lizzie's Pet Cow.
Virgil.
He's just got the charisma.
Yeah.
Okay, this
Now,
final one is
Maybe-
from
maybe Brian Pillman. Brian Pillman could have done it if he was still alive.
Oh, there you go.
and finally from AEW is not TNA. Are cinematic matches going to last even though the pandemic is over?
Probably.
I think so.
But
Some-
not as
and-
regular. I mean, we just saw the deletion shit,
Right. So we'll have special ones here and there. It
Yeah,
won't be all the time. But I mean, if you have one, if you have 2 or 3 in a year, that's not bad.
As long as they don't do that, the one with Bray and Braun, that one, woo, that was a little
Yeah.
shitty.
Well,
But
there was
they
a good
do-
part of that, Mike,
2 or
right?
3 a year, and I'm not at the arena, I'm good for it.
But Bray and Cena, that was a pretty good one, though. I like that one a
Mhm.
lot.
And that was the same time as the Boneyard match.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
That was the same Mania, wasn't it?
hmm
it's,
Different nights, though. Different
they
nights.
also say
Yeah.
that for some of these guys that are retired, that it's probably a safe way to go about it if you want to have another match. So there's that too.
That's
So
true.
that
Maybe,
might be
maybe
something
that's
for
what
Kurt
they do with
Angle.
Goldberg. Yeah, maybe
Huh?
that's what they do with Goldberg. That way he can kill anybody he wants.
I could
Uh.
definitely see Sting and Darby doing another one before Sting retires.
Don't wait. Okay.
What a pop last night or a week ago last night for Sting.
Hey,
You
guys,
brought up
I'm
a
gonna
bad
eat-
memory, Devin.
I'm going to eat and wrap up and let y'all out of here, guys. Y'all have a good episode.
I
Hey.
mean,
All
I'll see
right.
y'all next
pal.
week. Love you guys.
Have a good 3-day trip.
right?
Appreciate it, guys.
See you, man.
Love you, Adam.
Peace.
All right, so that's all the questions.
Yeah, I was at.
appreciate it. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
No,
I had a-
I was at Jacksonville for that cinematic Sting match.
It was great.
Yeah, it was
Not in-
awesome.
Not in
I pretty
Jacksonville.
much threw myself into debt. I made an ass out of myself. Well, I didn't make an ass out of myself, but people hated me on in the AFS community. I kind of threw myself out there. Everybody turned on me. They re-released some more tickets, so I bought one like a day after, so it was all good. And then I was like, holy shit, I'm going to see Sting. I'm going to see Sting. I'm going to see Sting. And then I drive up to Jacksonville, get a hotel room, all this stuff. Even got an extra ticket and sold it to another AFS. Well, I didn't sell it, but he paid me. So I guess you could call it whatever. But yeah, another AFS homie. And then we go there and I'm like, holy fuck, I'm going to see Sting. Like, I'm like goosebumps, like almost in tears. And then I have to watch the monitor.
You saw Sting.
I can watch. No. I don't sit at home on Wednesdays and be like, holy shit, I saw Sting when I'm watching TV. No, I didn't go there for a goddamn movie. I went for a wrestling match. If I wanted a movie, I'd have went to a movie. But yeah, and that was also the same night as the exploding barbed wire match. So yeah, good shit. Just good stuff. But yeah, that's cinematic, baby.
That's all the questions, guys. Everybody on Twitter, thanks so much. And Bober, thank you so much. And Ben, for the questions.
Yeah.
We appreciate them. Someday
Right?
down the road, we'll do an Ask the Crew. Ben, I'll give you
Yeah,
that
well,
I'll give you that-
4 questions?
I'll give you that origin story some other time.
The Ask the Crew thing sounds like it's 4 questions.
Yeah. We need to make
Yeah.
a show of it.
Right?
We need
That'd be
2
the-
hours. You know
That'd be
that.
the most awesome episode we ever
Spend
do.
30
It's like,
minutes on each question. There we go.
We could
God.
definitely do that if we want to. If we have the right amount of drinks.
no.
We've done it.
True.
Uh,
Talk
All right.
about someone's attire and mention Eddie Guerrero, we're gone.
Yeah, how about- Or the word title belt.
Oh,
Anyway,
Brad's a belt guy.
yeah. Back to you, James.
Hell yeah. Well, here we go.
There we go.
Well, thanks, Brad. That was a lot of these things were socially active at the time that they came out, and everybody was talking about them because they were movies and stuff. And I bet you it struck a certain demographic. And you know what else does? Well, it's Devin's demographic. So, Devin, what do you got for us this week?
I have a
Alright.
feeling I know what this is going to be about. I really do. So does everybody
Alright.
else.
Rocket
Oh,
Cup.
fuck. I forgot about that.
Tell
No,
us,
it's
Mike.
going to be a week old, like more than a week old by this time. So I don't want to hear about,
Somebody
Go ahead,
having a
Devin.
baby.
Devin, go ahead.
go ahead.
I got like 4 things on my mind.
Well, skip one of them.
All right.
We know which one we're talking about.
All right. I'll
Everybody
skip
knows.
the one that you guys are all thinking of.
Yeah.
And move
it's a
on
celebration
to-
of life. Skip it.
Another celebration of life.
Skip that
Celebration
one,
of
too.
2 lives. 121 days until me and Erica get married.
Okay, see, that's
There you
fair.
go.
That's
good.
fair. We'll allow that.
All right. So 1 down.
But if you talk
Uh,
about mine and Mike's wife getting pregnant, we're gonna
Oh,
have
yeah.
some words.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna talk about another bitch getting pregnant, or I'm sorry, celebration of life, go ahead. So what's your 4th one?
I got one from AEW that I got for you guys.
Can't wait.
June 29th, the Fight Forever video game is going to be officially released on all updated platforms. You can have it on PS5, PS4. I was about to say all, but you can't get it for like PlayStation 2 or Xbox 360, but I'm excited. I think that game is going to be awesome. I'm
I
pumped
can't
for it.
wait to win the title with Cody Rhodes and just bury everybody with Cody Rhodes. He's on the game. He's on the roster. I want to buy it and just run the gauntlet, Goldberg style, with Cody Rhodes and just fuck everyone up.
Goldberg style, Mike. You hear that?
And I think he's on the new WWE game too, ain't he?
Promise you.
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
So, he's coming on in 2
Buy
different
both
games.
games. Have Cody Rhodes is undefeated champion on both games.
Every single title.
Oh, that's great.
Oh. All right,
I'm
and the
I'm
third
pumped
one.
up for the game. I know I'm gonna completely suck ass at it, but I'm pumped up for it.
Yeah, you guys all gonna buy it?
I
No.
probably will, honestly.
I'm gonna
I,
borrow
Alright,
I
it.
me
may
and
wait
James
till I
will be
get a
playing it.
PS5 and then buy it.
That's also a good idea. But moving on to my 3rd and final Devin's demographic today of the week. So this one's a heartwarming one, at least for me. I think it's fantastic. Right-handed relief pitcher Liam Hendricks has officially completed cancer and just returned to Major League Baseball for the Chicago White Sox. He's been an all-star 3 times. He's a superstar baseball player. He's phenomenal, and he beat cancer and he returned. In his first game, he pitched an entire inning, didn't allow a hit or run, and I'm proud to see him back.
I don't know
That's
who he is, but glad he beat cancer.
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad that you went that route instead of the route we all knew you were going to go.
I got a 4th one, but maybe I'll tweet that out.
This is like the 7th one.
By the way, speaking of Richard Holiday, he was all over our Twitter today too, because we had that little conversation about him last week. Glad he's on the road to recovery. Hope to see him back soon.
Yeah.
Hell
Shout
yeah.
out.
But yeah, that's my
Yep.
demographic for the week. I had a bunch of stuff wrote down and it's just all spitting out except for one big thing I want to talk about. But
Just freaking do it, bro.
shout out to Sammy Guevara and Ty Mello for being future parents. I'm so happy
All
for the two of them.
all that bitching she did on AEW, whatever, All Access. And I'm like, why isn't she getting an opportunity? Because it's months later, right? Months later, because she got pregnant. What do you think Jim Cornette thinks of that?
Goddamn!
Remember how mad he got
I
at,
watched this son of a bitch.
he got so mad at Becky Lynch about it, said it was so like shouldn't have done it in the prime of her career. I'm like,
He's probably gonna
Yeah,
know.
well, Alexis Bliss, she was supposed to come back and do something. Now she's birth control. We're in birth control.
I'm just man.
Shout out
I'm
to
not-
Alexa Bliss and her
Hey,
you
husband.
look
as
like
well.
Ryan Cabrera, by the way, there, Mike.
I'm not paying child support.
Why are you sitting so far? Where are you anyway? In the pool room?
I'm in the shop.
I don't want to say this. I got to figure out a way to word it.
Oh boy, that's a dangerous game.
You know exactly. So, do you remember when Sammy Guevara made an announcement? Boy, this is going to sound terrible, and I do not mean it this way.
That's the end of our Devon's demographic.
He
of the
doesn't
week.
have
Back
the
to
best
you,
of luck
James.
making announcements on TV, and that's all I'm going to say. I wish
I'll
nothing
tell you,
but
man.
the best for them too. I like Tay. What's her name?
Ty, James. Ty. It's
Oh,
spelled
wait a minute. So we
T-A-Y.
can say that
That's
one right,
Ty.
but when one's spelled K-I-R, we just can't fucking pronounce it.
You know your baloney spelled B-O-L-O-G-N-A?
No
Thank
way.
Just saying. A lot of things are spelled wrong. Why is there an N? Why is there a K in knife?
Kirsten. How is that Kirsten or Kristen?
Or
All right,
Joanne?
real quick, since it's hot as fuck here. I'm sweating right now. It is 90 degrees in my hometown. This is
Well, you can't get
ridiculous.
an air
You're
conditioner.
inside.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? It's
Yeah.
2023.
I'm in my game room. I have all the windows open. It's just not
Then
cool.
close
down.
them and turn
Open?
your AC on.
What is
You
it,
just talked about getting
1973?
AC. What the fuck?
You don't have air conditioning?
That's like
Are you
somebody
telling me you
walking
don't have
into
air
a
conditioning?
sauna and be like, God dang, it's hot in here. Like, no.
All right, so
I'm freezing
next
right now.
podcast, I'm gonna leave my door open and maybe it'll be cooler in here because I do
I'm
have air
freezing.
conditioners running throughout the entire house. But when I come in the game room, I don't want all the cats running in here or people
Who
at
hangs out
home
in
yelling.
and then bitches
Again,
about being
spell her name again. Spell her name again.
B-O-L-O-G-N-A.
No, not
My baloney has a first name. It's O-S-C-A-R.
My baloney,
My baloney
has a second
name.
name.
and
It's
it's
M-A-Y-E-R. Oscar Mayer has more
Right.
today.
Bryson Dunst. How do you spell her name?
B-O-L-O-G-N-A.
Kirsten.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Okay. My niece is Kirsten, and that's exactly how you spell her name.
That's
I
how you
was
spell
gonna-
my roommate's name and pronounce it.
I was getting ready to put a warm pair of socks on. I'm so cold from the air conditioning. Let's go. Back to
All
you,
right,
James. Jamers.
Jamers. Can't let one episode
You know,
go.
I actually thought about that today. I actually
thought about it
legit
too.
thought about that today, and I was like, I am never, ever. Because Devin was like, hey, my bud Jamers. And I was like, that's a twofer, like right back to back. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Thanks, bud. What? What am I, 7? Ugh. Moving on. So I guess it's time to burn this mother down again 2 weeks in a row. Because we got what is raising the temperatures in the wrestling podcast today? Oh, it is Mike's Beat Minute. So Mike, what you got for us this week?
Well, today I have a very special meal. It is a ranch parmesan chicken.
Meat this time.
How do you like that? So what you need for this one is you need a couple of boneless chicken breasts. We say 6. You need 1 cup of dried breadcrumbs. You need a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, 1 teaspoon of seasoned salt, 1/2 teaspoon up to 1 teaspoon, depending on your flavor, of black pepper, another 1/2 teaspoon up to 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. You need 1 cup of prepared ranch salad dressing. Use the bottle. It's a lot easier. And then a 1/4 cup of melted butter. While you're getting all that stuff ready, preheat your oven up to 400 degrees. Not 700, 400.
Hey, what if I
400
only have
degrees.
wet breadcrumbs?
Well, because they get gooey.
Well, no, you said dry breadcrumbs, but what if I only have wet? Is there a way to dry them?
Put it in the oven and dry it off. How
What
about
about
that?
prepared ranch dressing?
I don't know. Prepared ranch dressing.
Love that.
Non-prepared.
Go ahead.
Well,
I'm
you
just
got the
talking
non-prepared. That's in a package.
shit. Yeah.
So
What if you
heat your oven up to 400 degrees. Lightly grease a pan on the bottom so your chicken don't stick. In a bowl, you want to mix together your dry breadcrumbs, not your wet ones, because they.
So
don't
you want to
mix.
make them wet when you mix them?
Yes, but you want it dry so you can mix it.
So did you
With-
have to dry them out?
Yes.
Sorry, Mike.
So take your breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, seasoned salt, black pepper, and garlic powder. Mix it all together. Dip your chicken into the ranch dressing and coat both sides. I lost my spot. Okay. Then
You
you
good?
place Place a layer of the chicken onto the sheet and cook it for 30 to 35 minutes.
And cook it.
For 30 to 35 minutes.
Yeah.
And there you go. You have a ranch Parmesan chicken.
Sounds good.
I like
Chicken.
that.
Yeah.
Baked chicken.
I like it.
It's amazing. There you go. No sauce, no vegetables, nothing. There you go, Brandy.
Did you enjoy seeing how saucy you were last week?
I was fucking saucy.
That was good shit.
Oh, hey, speaking of a father, I should have said this when Mike, when Adam was here. My dad said, hey.
Hey, what's up, man? See you soon. See you soon. Couple weeks from when this airs.
Hey,
Right.
Randy. Hey. Hi.
Hey, Randy.
Randy.
Won't see him.
No, unfortunately.
That is at Mr. Elcoy Senior Elcoy
All right.
something.
All right. All right.
Elcoy.
I really don't know. this
Let's not get buffering now, huh?
Hey-oh. But,
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There's your Mike's Meat Minute.
so what is on tap for next week?
So a peek behind the curtain
Let's
here.
come up with something.
So a peek behind the curtain here. We are recording this ahead of it. So as you hear this, last weekend was the 12-hour charity benefit for Josh Odom that we are a part of.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the matches we covered on the show, because Josh is such a huge WrestleMania 9 fan, we wanted to, show him respect with something he really loved. So we're doing 2 matches on that show. It's going to be the Head Shrinkers versus the Steiners. And it's going to be Bret Hart versus Yokozuna. And we all know what happens right after that. So those are the 2 matches we're going to cover on the
What?
show.
What happens, brother?
So to keep the energy going for Josh, we're going to continue with the WrestleMania 9 next week. So you already heard about those matches. So we're going to talk about 2 other matches. And they are going to be Doink the Clown versus Crush and Shawn Michaels versus Tatanka.
Yeah.
So, Doink the Clown is somebody we haven't really talked about on the show. It's a very, very interesting character. I can't wait to dive into that.
Hey,
And
there's
now
going to be a Dark Side of the Ring on that, too.
So I promise you we will have diarrhea of the mouth when it comes to Shawn Michaels. And guess who else is there? That is Miss Sherry Martel. And as you know, Roll Tide.
Some would say she is sensational.
Very
Ooh.
sensational. And Luna Vachon is also in that match as well.
Hey, she's not
Ringside.
bad herself.
She is a scary, scary lady.
Oh, God.
Is, been now forever together.
Look at
And
that.
as y'all remember, I got heat with Tatanka, so that'll be fun.
Oh, yes.
Can't wait to hear about it.
So that's next week. We hope you tune in.
Nice.
Yes. And do the rundown, James.
All right. Well, is it about that time?
Man, how about that?
It's
like
about
this.
that time.
I'll tell you what, Hollywood matches definitely work out.
Right? 2-minute matches, 3-minute matches, sometimes like 15, 20, depending on how much.
3
You're
pages
just
on
going around 2
Rocky
hours.
3.
depending on how much slow-mo they use, you know. But shout out Devin right there on the video version. Sick ass, you know. You're gonna get the goal. Nope, still reaching. No. But hey, I guess it's y'all want to do the fastest rundown ever?
Do it.
All right. Well, here we go.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Nope. Beer.
Oh.
Shout out Natural Light, cold and refreshing. But hey, is there something that you know just grinds your gears? You just want to just fucking get off your chest, and if there's something you know, maybe there's some questions you need to Twitter in, or maybe there's some Twitter stuff that you like. That is Yes Man Brad who does that a lot. That is at Yes Man Brad. He does the Twitter. Send him your rain stains. Send him you know, some questions. Send him all that stuff. Is there something that you're watching these days that you find very attractive? That would be at Devin D19. That is at Devin D19. You know, because that's Devin's demographic things you watch these days. Man, what is on the cutting edge? And speaking of cutting edge, you can slice out with a knife, and that'd be something that you would do on Mike's Speed Minute. That is at Whitaker 1028. If there's a recipe you want to hear us talk about on the show, that is at Whitaker 1028 for Mike's Speed Minute. And I am James Elacora. We are the Kickout Crew. You can reach us at Kickout Crew, you know, and follow us on YouTube, like, subscribe. And if you like what we're doing, why don't you tell other people about it? Because maybe they need that escape from life. So, you know, be a friend, tell a friend, you know, I mean, hell, it's your show. And why not spread the joy of the funniest, hottest, most hilarious, and thought-provoking podcast out there? Is it wrestling? Is it improv? Who the fuck knows? But you know what we do know? It's your show. So keep the questions, comments, the shares, the retweets, the views, the listens, the likes, the downloads, and hell, leave us a reply every now and again. Because
What about a question here and there?
and questions. Because there's
For sure.
sometimes Jesus fucking what? Go. God, go.
I'm good.
Well, I know you are, Brad. The other two. Say something. What you got, Devin?
Nothing. I said for sure. Agreeing with Mike. Come on, keep it going. Keep it moving. Let's go.
There
What
it
the
is.
fuck was that?
hey. Is that Northeast stuff? But
How's
yeah.
it going? Keep it moving.
But yeah, hey, you know what? See, here's the thing. We have a ton of fun on this show, and it's your show too. We have a ton of fun. We have a ton of laughs because you know what? Life can be arduous, tiresome, and sometimes you feel like, I mean, you're just like running in a circle, beating the same drum, you know, running on a treadmill, never really advancing. Well, in reality, you are advancing. You just don't realize it. But if you stay goal-oriented and focused, you never know what power you have and what, you know, you could, or, you know, turn into, what you could become. Because every caterpillar is a butterfly. So when life gets you down, well, what do? You just fucking kick at it too. Spread the wings and you fly out. Because that's what we do on your show, the Kick Out Crew. Want to thank everybody. Glad Adam, you know, made it. Shout out Frank. And hey, I guess we're gonna see you next week on your show. Peace, everybody.
Peace.